Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Ô Canada, terre de nos aïeux, ton front est ceint de florons glorieux, quand ton bras se porte le pays, il se porte la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits, et ta valeur de foi trempée protégera nos foyers et nos droits. Protégera nos foyers et nos droits.
Good evening. Welcome to the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce 74th Annual Meeting. My name is Carrie Vizin, and on behalf of the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce, I offer each one of you a warm welcome to our virtual annual meeting. Tonight, we celebrate another successful year of service by your Chamber of Commerce to the communities of the Upper St. John Valley. 2021 was an improvement regarding hosting of in-person events, and we are grateful for all your continued support. At this time, I would like to introduce a few of our distinguished guests this evening. Our 2021 Board of Directors: Don Daigle, President; Mackenzie Roy, First Vice President; Courtney Dupre, Second Vice President; Jill Bouchard-Carnes and Donna Saucier, Treasurer; Darnell Oliver, Past President; April Gaillant; Denise Corval; Tammy Delisle; Jason Netto; Denise Plord; Anne Robichaud; Jacob Robichaud; Michelle Roy; myself, Carrie Vizin; Connor Pelletier, Student Community Representative; Susie Parody, ex officio; Donna Saucier, Executive Director. We would also like to recognize individuals who have had a significant impact on the evolution of the Chamber of Commerce. Our past presidents of the Chamber. It is also our pleasure to acknowledge another group of distinguished men and women, our past Fort Kent Citizens of the Year. Next up, I would like to introduce Susie Parody, Town Manager of Fort Kent, to introduce our guest speaker for this evening.
Thank you, Carrie. Raised in Ashland and a lifelong resident of the county, Rennie Kluge is best known as WAGM Sports Director throughout Aroostook and the state of Maine. Rennie attended Northeast Broadcasting School in Boston, then started his professional career at WSJR and WLVZ Radio in Madawaska and Fort Kent back in 1976. He worked at WDHP and WFST Radio before starting at WAGM in 1983 and has been there for the last 39 years. Rennie has been the sports director for almost 38 years and the assistant news director for the last 15 years. Rennie loves to golf and has organized the Kluge Charity Challenge Golf Tournament that benefits Aroostook Special Olympics. Over the last 33 years, this tournament has raised over $100,000. Rennie has been a member of the area management team for Aroostook Special Olympics for the last 36 years. He's a member of the Aroostook Seniors Golf Tour and is often found competing at the MMG United Way Scramble, as well as the Aroostook House of Comfort Golf Classic. Besides his love for sports, he loves traveling, exploring new places, loves to laugh and share stories with his family, friends, and coworkers, as well as being involved with civic organizations. He is a member and past president of the Presque Isle Kiwanis Club. Everything Rennie does involves sports, even his wedding. When he and his wife Kelly married 3 years ago, all attendees were asked to wear sports-themed apparel to the wedding and reception. He and his wife Kelly have 5 children and 4 grandchildren together. Mr. Kluge takes great pride in his news delivery. His passion is local sports, and that's why he continues to blanket the county, providing us with the best local sports coverage in the state. It is with great pleasure I welcome our local celebrity, Rennie Kluge, as our 2022 keynote speaker.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to speak during this virtual event. My first question, did you record our newscast so you can watch it later? Also, don't forget about Sports Extra tonight at 11 o'clock. As we do most Fridays, we'll be blanketing the county. And I know that we would all much rather be in one place to chat and to recognize the award winners. But for me, this actually works well because otherwise I would not be able to be with you this evening because I would be bouncing between Washburn, Easton, and Presque Isle, shooting 5 games, then would have crews in Van Buren, Madawaska, Danforth, and Holton. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing to be doing this virtually. I guess it's a good thing because I have a tendency to tell some pretty bad jokes, and if we were in person and no one laughed, I might be offended. Now, if you don't laugh, I'll never know. Well, I'm sure someone will tell me. And also, I did wear my Red Sox tie tonight because I know that everyone in the St. John Valley cheer for the Boston Red Sox. I was very honored and humbled when Susie asked me to be the speaker this evening. I'm a county boy and take great pride in our special place in the world. I grew up in Ashland and take great pride in my county roots. I also knew I wanted to be a sportscaster very young. Granted, I wanted to be the voice of the Boston Red Sox, but for the past 38 years, I've lived my passion broadcasting local sports. I don't consider this a job most days, but a hobby. I do what I love and have now covered 2 generations of athletes. Now that makes me feel old. I love covering events in the Fort Kent area. The pride that you take in any event and the can-do attitude that there is, no way an event is going to fail. I brag all the time about the Fort Kent area and the events that you've pulled off. I'm sure it's been said dozens of times over the years. Why are we trying this? There were several examples of people in Fort Kent thinking outside the box, and now look at some of the events and venues you host. The Can-Am 250 brings in thousands of people to the race, and it's brought national attention to the St. John Valley. Several mushers who have competed have also competed in the most famous race in the world, the Iditarod. Every one of the mushers that I've spoken to over the years talks about the hospitality from everyone they run into throughout the St. John Valley. I was at the very first Can-Am sled dog race in 1993. The year of the blizzard. I ventured up there at 1 a.m. and after doing the 11 p.m. broadcast to see Andre Neto make history. The amount of people at the finish line on a cold, cold morning, it was at least 30 below zero. And of course, I remember speaking to him and also Alain Willette being my interpreter because Andre only spoke French. But there were a lot of people at the finish line. And of course, that's one of the many events where people said, why are we doing this here in the Valley? Will anyone come? Well, people have come. People have loved it and people come every year, and now it's one of the landmarks events where people from all over the country travel to compete and to watch the race. Another example, the Fort Kent Outdoor Center. When it was first announced that Fort Kent would build a world-class biathlon facility, I'm sure there were some people who said, why are we doing this? And others said, why not? We have snow, we have land, and we have community support. I covered the first biathlon event at the Fort Kent Outdoor Center. That was pretty much before anyone knew what biathlon was. The lodge is built, and then all of a sudden there are major events there. The World Cup events in Fort Kent are something that I will never forget. The German fans who would show up to cheer on their favorite biathlete, the students from schools all over the county being taken to the venue to watch a worldwide event. I'm sure there were skeptics, but Fort Kent said, bring it on. We can do anything. You pulled it off on more than one occasion, and every time that I think of the Olympic biathlon team, I think of Fort Kent. Russell Courier from Stockholm training there, Tim Burke and Lowell Bailey spending a lot of time at the venue when they trained there before they became Olympians. Another event up there, the Paralympics, which I found to be one of the most rewarding events back in the early and mid-2000s. And one of the things that I loved about that event was the can-do attitude that everyone put forth and the hospitality everyone put into it, and how the athletes were just inspirations to everyone as they all overcame their own handicap and showed the world what they could do. That was a phenomenal event. The Muskie Derby brings in anglers from all over the country to hook onto the monster fish. There are so many things to be proud of in the Fort Kent area. Lonesome Pine ski area. I covered state championship ski races at the Hill back in the mid-'80s and continue to do so. People always loved coming to Fort Kent. Once again, the word hospitality. I love the Fort Kent Country Club and can shoot a decent round of golf on it. Last fall, I went to Fish River Falls and just loved the tranquility of the falls. I love the connection between UMaine Fort Kent and the community. I've made several trips to national tournaments with the UMFK teams, and the community was cheering for the Bengals every step of the way. I've always been in awe of the way the community and the college work together on so many projects. Fort Kent, you're doing something right. You are the envy of so many other communities who look at what you accomplish and wish they could do the same thing. I know that we all don't agree on everything, but when there is an event in your town, you put your differences aside and put the event first. Volunteering, it's something that you all do, and I take great pride in knowing so many of the volunteers from your town and so many of the organizers who know that if they say, we have an event coming up, they know people are going to come out of the woodwork to help. Thank you for this opportunity to speak, and congratulations to all of the honorees.
Thank you, Rainey Kluge, for your wonderful presentation. At this time, we will refer to the annual report for the 74th annual meeting of the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce. To conduct the meeting, I call upon 2021 Chamber President Don Daigle.
Members of the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce, as your president, I call the 74th annual meeting to order. Let me remind all members that this is a membership meeting. Therefore, all representatives of member business and associate members of the chamber, along with the chamber board of directors, are eligible to move an agenda item and have full voting rights. The second item before us this evening is approval of the agenda. Please refer to the agenda. At this time, I will entertain a motion to accept the agenda as presented. Do I have a motion? We have a motion by Denise
Second.
and a second by Jake. The approval of the agenda has been moved and seconded. I will now call for a vote. All in favor of the passage of the agenda, please signify by raising your hand. Thank you. Motion carried. The item 3 on our agenda is approval of the meeting minutes. To present those, I will call upon our Executive Director, Donna Socia.
I am pleased to present for consideration to the membership of the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce the minutes of the 73rd annual meeting of the Chamber held virtually on Friday, February 5, 2021. Please refer to the 73rd annual meeting minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. I will now entertain a motion to accept as presented the meeting minutes of the 73rd Annual Membership Meeting of the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce. Do I have a first? Courtney? We have a first by Courtney and second? A second by Carrie. Approval of the meeting minutes has been moved and seconded. All in favor? Motion carries. The fourth item on our annual meeting agenda is approval of the treasurer's report. For that, I call upon Donna Socia.
On behalf of the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce, it is my distinct honor to present to the membership the 2021 financial report for your consideration. Please refer to the 2021 financial report. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna. At this time, I will entertain a motion to accept as presented by Donna Socia the annual fiscal report for the year 2021. We have a motion? Dee? Second by Denise. It has been moved and seconded to accept the treasurer's report for 2021. All in favor? Motion carried. The next item on our agenda is election of the 2022 nominated Board of Directors. For that, I call upon Fort Kent Town Manager Susie Perry.
Thank you, Dawn. On behalf of the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce, it is my pleasure to nominate the following individuals for election to the Board of Directors. For 3-year terms beginning in February 2022, Jason Neto, representing Town of Fort Kent Recreation and Parks Department. This is Jason's first term. April Gaino, representing Town of Eagle Lake. This is April's first term. Catherine Jondro, representing Main Street Style. This is Catherine's first term. Jessica Audebert, representing Johns. This is Jessica's first term. Dawn Daigle, representing Parity Shop and Save. This is Dawn's second term. These are the candidates for election to the Board of Directors.
Thank you, Susie. The proposed candidates for election to the Board of Directors has been presented. Do we have a motion?
So,
Jake? Do we have a second? Darnell? The candidates have been moved and seconded. All in favor? Congratulations.
Congratulations to all. It is now my pleasure to present for consideration of the membership of the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce, the proposed slate of officers for 2022. Don Daigle, President. Tammy Delisle, First Vice President. Mackenzie Roy, Second Vice President. Courtney Depre, Treasurer. Darnell Oliver, Past President. I present to you the candidates for election to the Executive Board of the Chamber.
Thank you, Susie. I will now entertain a motion to accept the slate of officers as presented. Do I have a motion? Jill. And a second? Carrie. The slate of officers have been moved. All in favor? Motion carries. Congratulations. The final business before us at our membership meeting this evening is adjournment. I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Can I have a motion? Courtney? And second? Jill? All in favor? We stand adjourned.
It is incumbent upon the President of the Chamber to report to the membership on the organization's most recent year of service. It is my pleasure to present Don Daigle to deliver her State of the Chamber address.
Thank you, Carrie. Good evening and welcome to the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce 74th Annual Meeting. Although we are unable to meet in person again this year, we are pleased to be able to present to you the annual meeting virtually. This gives us the opportunity to recognize individual businesses for their accomplishments and allows us to show our support and acknowledgement to them. We do look forward to the time when we can hold this event once again in person. It has always been such a wonderful business member celebration. We were happy to be able to host some successful events in 2021. We supported the Spring Community-wide Garage Sale and brought smiles to many faces during our Welcome Summer Color Run. It was such a fun event, and if you haven't done it yet, you should. We also held the ever so popular Ploy Fest this year and brought the largest ploy making to the Lonesome Pine Trails parking lot. Not to mention a successful craft fair and small business Saturday event. And to finish off that bustling weekend, along with the Fort Kent Lions Club, we celebrated Christmas tree lighting with gifts from Santa. On behalf of the Board of Directors of our Chamber of Commerce, I want to thank our members for their continued support, which makes all of these things possible. Our Greater Fort Kent area's sense of community is commemorable. People who visit can truly see the pride in which we take in our towns, and this is what keeps them coming back. As our journey into the upcoming year begins, we as a board will be doing some key planning with our focus on our business members' commerce, along with organizing of some of our annual events. We look forward to what great things will happen in 2022. Now, I would like to take a moment to thank all the Board of Directors, Donna Sose, our Executive Director, and Susie Parody, our Town of Fort Kent officio, for their dedication and support they have given me and for all you have done throughout this past year. I would also like to give a warm welcome to our new board members, and look forward to working with this great team in the upcoming year. I would like to share with all of you a quote from Helen Keller. "Alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much." Last but definitely not least, I would like to send a big thank you to my husband Tom and my fellow business partners for being accepting of my absence at times I had to be away for meetings or during events. I am very grateful for all your support you have given me in this past year and for your continued support going into another year. Thank you to all who have taken time to join us virtually at our 74th annual meeting. At this time, I will present the award given to the outgoing board members with 6 or more years of service to the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce. This year's 2021 Director Service Appreciation Award presented to Denise Plord for her dedication, leadership, and outstanding service for the past 6 years towards the betterment of the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce, February 4, 2022. I would also like to take a moment to thank board members who ended their terms this past year. Kate Roy, Tyra Michaud, and Shannon Hafford. Thank you for your time and your service to the Chamber. Although many amongst this board is deserving, there is one particular individual whom sticks out in my mind for the 2021 President's Award. This award goes to an individual whom has been an asset to our organization because of her many involvements and willingness to always help out for the betterment of our events and our communities. Whether it was a new idea, a connection, or just pitching in to get things done, she has gone over and above. I want to acknowledge and show our appreciation on behalf of myself and the board. This year's President's Award goes to Susie Parody. The award reads 2021 President's Award presented to Susie Parody in appreciation of your drive, determination, and dedication. Thank you for your generous commitment of time, support, and inspiration to this organization. February 4, 2022. Next up will be Carrie Wazin to present this year's Chamber Awards.
It is my pleasure to present the following 2021 Chamber Awards. Our first award being presented this evening is the Shining Star Award. 2021 was yet another trying year that impacted businesses in various ways, regardless of the type of industry. Through the assistance of these 6 shining stars, businesses, self-employed individuals, independent contractors, and nonprofit organizations were able to access and navigate new financial resources from tax credits to grants, advances, and loans, just to name a few. Their collaboration aided in helping to sustain local operations for many during these uncharted and unprecedented times. The Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce would like to extend congratulations to all of the following Shining Star Award recipients for your steadfast dedication and linkage to financial resources for many businesses and individuals during this unprecedented times. Congratulations to the following: Acadia Federal Credit Union, Katahdin Trust Company, Key Bank, Lee Terrio CPA, North State Federal Credit Union, Plord, Morneau and Doobie PA. What makes a person an entrepreneur? A person who is innovative, dedicated, determined, strong, work ethic, and willing to take risks. These next 2 award recipients of the Young Entrepreneur Award possess all these attributes and more. The first recipient is an individual who had foresight of a great need for her community and the surrounding area. At the age of 15, she enrolled online at Penn Foster, completed a 9-month course within a month and a half, and received her certification in both dog and cat grooming. During that time, she interned with a local groomer while maintaining her full-time employment as well as attending community high school. She has received much media attention from most media outlets for being the youngest certified pet groomer to open her own business. In August of 2020, Kenzie Spa for Paws opened for business. Her love for animals combined with her dream fulfilled community needs. She is a role model and an inspiration to all. Congratulations, Mackenzie Corville, on receiving the Young Entrepreneur Award. The award reads 2021 Young Entrepreneur Award. The Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce recognizes Mackenzie Corville, Kenzie Spa for Paws, for your successful drive, inspiration, and risk-taking as a young community-minded member. Congratulations. The next recipient began his business at an early age and by chance. One summer spent at Birch Haven with his family, he began collecting pieces of wood and putting his artistic talent to use. His parents recognized his artistic abilities and encouraged him by purchasing equipment he needed to grow his young business. This 17-year-old junior has retail space in Little Sprouts and Corville Hilltop Blossoms. He uses social media platforms to market his products for broader sale potential. We would like to congratulate and commend Connor Pelletier for being one of the 2021 Young Entrepreneur Award recipients. The award reads, 2021 Young Entrepreneur Award. The Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce recognizes Connor Pelletier, Connor's Craft Shack, for your successful drive, inspiration, and risk taken as a young community-minded member. Congratulations, Connor. Our next award is the Small Business Award. In 2015, at the age of 18, this individual took her passion for the love of animals and established her business. In 6 short years, Tyra recognized the demand for a larger location and more accessibility for her customers. Tyra purchased the old Raymond Motors building on US Route 1 in Frenchville. In November of 2021, this became the new home for Tyra's Pooch Parlor. Her business is thriving and currently employs 2 full-time assistants and a part-time employee. The purchase of her new location has allowed for the addition of a dog park, self-wash station, additional retail products, as well as more grooming space. We recognize that small businesses are the heart of our communities. We would like to congratulate Tyra for her drive and her continued success now and in the future. It gives me great pleasure to award this year's Small Business Award to Tyra Michaud of Tyra's Pooch Parlor. Congratulations, Tyra. The award reads, 2021 Small Business Award. The Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce recognizes Tyra Michaud, Tyra's Pooch Parlor, for providing a valuable addition and unique service to our communities. Congratulations, Tyra. Our next award is the Longevity Award. Longevity. What is longevity? Permanence, long-standing, and an asset. This business has been under the same ownership for the last 38 years. In 1980, after graduating from Rhode Island Trade School in Providence, Mark Roy, a Fort Kent native, came home to pursue his goals and aspirations in the automotive field. He began working for Harry Escovitz, then later on met and formed a relationship with Camille Daigle, former owner of the Daigle Trailer Park. Camille and Mark struck a deal and he began his first automotive repair shop called MJ Roy Repair and quickly gained a reputation as an outstanding mechanic. Mark and his brother-in-law Mike Netto often joked over a game of pool of someday owning a garage together and calling it M&M Service Station. In 1983, Ricky Daigle, owner of Daigle Oil Company and a mentor to Mark and Mike, made this dream a reality. For many of you who have had the pleasure of knowing Mark over the years, know that he and his wife Ruth are what has made M&M Service Station more than just a garage. Mark's compassion, care, and ability to create trust and long-lasting relationships with his customers is what sets him apart. He truly cares for each of his customers as well as for their automotive repair needs. Mark's motto has always been, cars are personal, it's not a toy, it's transportation. Over the last 38 years, he has made many cherished memories and has made a lifelong friendship with many of his customers. His customers were indeed his friends, and he is eternally grateful and appreciative for all the years he was able to serve the community at M&M Service Station. We thank you both, Mark and Ruth, for all you have done for the people of this community and the support to the Chamber of Commerce over the years. We wish you the best in your retirement. It is an honor to present the 2021 Longevity Award to Mark Roy of M&M Service Station. The award reads, 2021 Longevity Award. The Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce recognizes Mark Roy, M&M Service Station, for your dedication and drive to provide valuable and exceptional service to our community for the last 38 years. Congratulations, Mark. Our next award is the Member of the Year Award. The recipient of this award goes to a couple who are in the second generation of business that has been a part of our community for the last 42 years. In January of 1980, they started out as a small convenience store with the meat department generating the larger portion of their sales. Over the years, changes occurred, such as several expansions to keep up with the trending times and the needs of the community. Their two daughters were many times seen at the store helping their parents. In February of 2015, Tom and Jessica Audebert purchased the business from her parents, John and Norma Rebishow. Although the last few years have had its challenges, Tom and Jess have handled the business well in these trying times. Their business motto is, good business is not only how good your sales may be, but also treating your customers and staff with respect and patience. In the last 7 years as owners of John's, Tom and Jess have continued the relationship with the Chamber. They have been an integral part of the United Way's High Five Turkey Drive, assisted with Valley Rivers Middle High School Booster Club fundraisers, various civic organizations, and Fort Kent's community cause. John's has been in business for the last 42 years. They care deeply about their community and have been a contributor for many years. We would like to acknowledge you for all you have and continue to do in our community. It is with great pleasure to award Tom and Jessica Audebert of John's the 2021 Business Member of the Year. Congratulations to the both of you and all your devoted and dedicated employees. The award reads, 2021 Business Member of the Year. The Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce recognizes Tom and Jessica Audebert, John's, for your support, continued contributions, and loyalty to the community and your employees. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Norma Landry to bestow the highest honor given annually to one of our citizens, the 2021 Citizen of the Year Award.
It gives me extreme pleasure, and it's truly an honor to be your presenter for this year's Citizen of the Year Award. Each year, the subcommittee invites the public to submit nominees who have been most significant in contributing to the growth and development of the towns that are served by the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce. Criteria also include a person who is at least 45 years of age, one who has made an important impact on the lives of area people, and one who has demonstrated continuous service in a variety of service levels and has not received any personal monetary gain from their efforts. This past December, over a dozen past recipients of this award met and selected the person they felt best fit the criteria from those nominations received and presented to them. You have seen scrolled on your screen previous recipients of this award. At this time, we would like to offer our sympathies to the family of former Citizen of the Year, Mr. L. Philip Sussy, who passed away this past year. As you can see by the names presented, our community has been gifted with many amazing volunteers. Tonight, I'm here to add one more name to this list. Few people are given the absolute honor of presenting a little history, a little ribbing, a whole lot of fantasticness, and few are afforded the esteemed honor of bestowing the Greater Fort Kent Area Citizen of the Year Award. It truly humbles me to have been asked to describe this year's Citizen of the Year. I hope to convey the recognition and accolades this recipient deserves as I deliver this most prestigious award. To have to deliver such an award to someone so deserving in this fashion due to COVID, it's such a wild world we live in right now. And to quote Charles Dickens, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. However, I'm always one that tries to see the best in any situation. So tonight, I remain grateful. Technology is allowing us to reach so many people, and so many more people get to rejoice in the good that our Citizen of the Year has accomplished. Now, let's get on with it. Words that come to mind in describing this year's recipient: dependable, committed, faith-filled, goofy, un vrai banane, a prankster of sorts. This person was raised right here in Fort Kent, a sibling of 9 brothers and sisters, the child of a farmer, the child of a school teacher. It truly amazes me that our Citizen of the Year's parents continued on to have 8 other children after this baby came out kicking and screaming, and to this day has not stopped. And you'll wonder why, when the name is divulged, his mother chose to not throw him out with the bathwater on numerous occasions. Yes, I said him, knocks out the female you were possibly thinking about. Well, way back in 1972, tonight's recipient turned in his britches, his pitchfork, took the potato barrel tickets out of his shirt pocket, and headed off to college in Orono. Well, this young man enjoyed those 4 years so much, and though he was not born a prince or a king, he really wanted distinct initials after his name. So this little country boy decided to go on to earn him some initials. He had done so well in Orono, Itzy Farmers, Nods, Maine. He was braving Boston. Off he went for another 4 years of education, and by golly, this little farm boy, he earned him his initials. Our recipient has lived in Fort Kent, Orono, Boston, Wallagrass, and he's come back full circle, and you've got it. He's returned to the farm. You'll even see him in his britches every now and again, and I believe the pitchfork has resurfaced as well. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he came right back here to good old Fort Kent IA. Any ideas on whom this might be? This person has always made himself available, ready, and willing to volunteer, coach, assist in any program or event that he was asked. Early on, whether it would be volunteering in rec soccer, Project Augusta, but I think the powers that be are still questioning that move because they probably had to assign him a chaperone. The DeBully Junior High grade trip, Mount St. Anne ski trip, these are just a few in the earlier times. Besides being a star dad, who has actually played Pretty Princess, and he did get to wear the winning crown because he beat his 4-year-old at the game, and there are photos to prove that, and I believe they were in the St. John Valley Times. He's also a former recipient of the Red Cross Lifesaver Award. He has volunteered at the start of the Can-Am dog sled races for years. He's volunteered at instructing kayaking, and of course, trick kayaking at its best. One of very few people I've known to dive off a diving board while inside a kayak, and obviously resurfacing. And I know for a fact that he's also been known to parade around town as a scarecrow. Seriously, he'd do anything to promote our community. This recipient has always been committed to area youth and has devoted many years as a youth group leader in his church, so much so that he even continued on for years after his child was no longer youth group aged. A very admirable and remarkable gesture. He taught Sunday school for years to many teens and adults. He's been a member of his church's worship team for 30 plus years, a deacon in his church, and has volunteered as soundman for his church's youth band for many years as well. If you've not figured out who I'm describing yet, this next accolade will be sure to give it away. One major act of volunteering, one that has many facets attached, is the gazillion hours of volunteering this man has selflessly given to Lonesome Pine Trails here in Fort Kent. His list of volunteerism at Lonesome Pine includes, but most definitely is not limited to, trail maintenance, everything that helps to uphold the prestigiousness of our hill, maintaining trails, developing trails, building the ski patrol garage, cutting trees, snowmaking, where he may or may not have gotten wet on 1 or 2 occasions over the years. He spent many a Monday night on the hill, making sure ski patrol was available during ski practice, always ready with a kind word of encouragement, even at like 100 degrees below zero. Not sure how many February vacations he took off from work for the entire week, but I know it was many. He wanted to make sure that the hill was covered and that there was a ski patrol available for the kids. He assisted in setting gates for many downhill ski races. He's probably put the T-bars up and taken them down more times than he's told his patients to only brush the teeth they want to keep. What makes him stand out? The number of years he's been a ski patrol, and for numerous years, the ski patrol director. A task that's no little feat, assuring that there is adequate coverage on the hill during all hours of operation. On his own, he took the outdoor emergency care course. But as is usual for this man, he went beyond that and became an outdoor emergency care instructor, involving many, many hours of personal time. Again, all to be able to offer the program right here in our community and to ensure that our community and our ski community was adequately covered. A man who has selflessly dedicated years to those underprivileged, never seeking recognition for or compensation for his many acts of kindness. A MacGyver type of person. He has a patent for anything, everything imaginable. A man who places God and family at the absolute top of his list. A man who has a hard time containing his emotions when he has to say goodbye to his grandchildren upon their departure, after what is always a wonderful visit. I don't like that. Words I've heard him emotionally utter many times after they've left, and to see the agony in his face. He loves those grandchildren. He's also probably one of those guys who can throw out the corniest of jokes you've ever heard. A guy who can name that tune like no other. Who sings? An all-around fantastic citizen, a role model of the highest degree. How fortunate are we in our communities that he shares his time, his energy, his talents, and his resources with so many groups of people in our little town. So tonight, it gives me extreme pleasure to award the prestigious award of the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce Citizen of the Year to Dr. Lucien Daigle, DMD. But unlike the last 2 Zoom recipients, I have plans for Lucien. I have been able to offer a small arena, per se, for him to receive his award. Stay tuned.
Here we go. The first word that you're trying, the first has 5 clues. So wait till all 5 clues come up, okay? So the first word, I hope this works. Camp chairs. Sticks. Marshmallows. Wood. Smoke. What did we just describe?
Campfire.
All right, Doc. Hey.
That's an easy one.
Okay. Yay! Something you should never plant in a garden.
Turn it!
Next, a word you should never use in a dental office. Wow! They're gonna hire me. I'm doing good. The next one, 2 words. Oh boy. Okay, I messed up on this one because I'm not sure what it is, so hang on to your consoles. Okay, let's go. A metal pole. Oh, by the way, it's 3 words, three clues. Sorry. A metal pole, not one to dance with. 1 is a letter of the alphabet. And the 3rd clue? Another piece of metal allowing you to sit on that pole.
T-bar.
T-bar.
Hey, good job. T-bar. The next one is 4 clues.
Right. I mixed 4 clues, 2 words to the answer. There we go. I'm getting it. Halfway through. I'll figure out what I did. Okay, 2 words. Here we go. A mountain. A lone pine tree. Red Cross. And a backpack. What do you think it is? Ski patrol.
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, that's my granddaughter.
It is. 2 points to that man in the front. Next one is 1 word, but it has 3 clues. Water, solo, paddle. Hey, Doc, you're slacking off. Derek beat you again.
I'm giving him a chance.
The next one is 2 words or more. Depends how you would answer it. I have 4 clues. Dogs, barking, mushers, Main Street. Hey, all right. Okay. The next one is 2 words, but has 7 clues. Oh. Okay. Hay, trailer, pickup, decorations. Not the lion, not the Tin Man. Walking. Very good. Oh, that's quite the scarecrow in the front of there, huh?
That's a scary sight.
The next one is 2 words, 4 clues, I think. I can't read. A minimum of 4 wheels. Could have a clamp claw-like mechanism. A potato field. Picks up barrels with initial on them.
Potato drop.
I'm looking right at Pauline. La fille à Herbal. Exact. Potato truck. There you go. Okay. 3 initials. 3 clues. Not a bachelor. Not a master. But a dentist. DMD. Good job. Okay. Next clue. 2 words, 4 clues. Water, a hill. It's not Jack and Jill. Big guns. Crystallizing. What is it? Good job. Okay. Our last clue. 1 word. 4 clues. Sorry, I forgot the next thing. Not your brother. Not your sister. They could be brothers and sisters, though. Your son or your daughter's children. What are they? Very good. Okay. Okay, so there were 12 categories. And is there anything in these clues that you gathered that would have a similarity to it? If you put all these clues together, what do they depict? Guess anybody?
Dr. Daigle.
Dr. Daigle? Try again. One more time.
Dr. Daigle.
Dr. Daigle? Okay. Well, for me, it depicts a Citizen of the Year. Greater Fort Kent Citizen of the Year this year is Dr. Lucian Daigle. And Dr. Daigle, I'd like to present you with a plaque, but not the plaque you're used to. So please come forward. Ray?
I suppose I should face the back. Oh, look at that. Should I hide?
No, you shouldn't hide. You shouldn't hide, but You should turn around.
Cool. Yeah.
2022 is Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber Citizenship Award presented to Dr. Lucian Daigle in recognition of his outstanding contributions, time, talent, and effort for the welfare of our area communities. Congratulations, Dr. Daigle. I couldn't think of anybody more.
Can I sit down?
No, you can't sit down yet. And this is the only time I'm probably ever going to give something out that comes from the state of Maine. I have the sentiments from the state of Maine for Dr. Daigle. And be it known to all, the members of the Senate and House of Representatives, join in recognizing Lucian Daigle of Fort Kent, a doctor of dental medicine who was named Citizen of the Year by the Greater Fort Kent Area Chamber of Commerce. We extend our congratulations and best wishes, and be it ordered that this official expression of sentiment be sent forthwith on behalf of the 130th Legislature and the people of the state of Maine. Troy Jackson, Ryan Fecto, Robert Hunt, and Derek Grant. So, congratulations, Dr. Daigle, and enjoy. Actually, we'd like you to say a few words. You're welcome, Doc.
If I try to talk, I'm going to end up breaking up.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Serving is a privilege. That's all it is. Yeah, it's a privilege. And we're blessed to live in a place where we can serve in all these ways. So, yeah. Thank you. I'm done.
behalf of myself and all the people in my legislative district, we are really pleased that Lucian receives the award from the Chamber this year. It's really well-deserved for the work that he's done in the community in the area. In addition to serving an awful lot of people in his practice over the years that he's been in the business of helping people, really, including me. So I am really happy to see him get the award. But I think one of the things that's really outstanding is the work he's done with Lonesome Pines. I don't know of anyone else who has spent as many hours on slope, and not only for himself, but helping other people get into the ski patrols and whatever. So congratulations, Lucian, and enjoy what I think is coming is your retirement. So have a good time.
Well, hey everyone, Troy Jackson, and I just want to take a moment to congratulate Dr. Daigle. 40 years of being a dentist in Fort Kent, all the work, making people feel better about their dental health, about their health overall. It's a tremendous accomplishment, but obviously all the work that he's done in the community, just working for the people of Fort Kent, the St. John Valley, is a real testament to the type of person that he is, and his family. In addition to that, which obviously, behind every spouse, there's another great person that's working there, and children and stuff like that. So I just want to, take a moment to thank Dr. Daigle, his wife Cheryl, their daughter Jenna, for all the time they've put into the community and the people in the community. It's just a tremendous thing for somebody to work that hard for other people, and I certainly appreciate it, and I think that's a great choice for Citizen of the Year. Congratulations, you deserve it, and really thank you for all that you do for the community and the surrounding areas.
Thank you for joining us this evening. We would like to extend a special thank you to The annual dinner committee members, made up of Ann Rebisho, Tammy Delisle, Denise Corval, Jill Bouchard-Carnes, Courtney Dupre, Dawn Daigle, Susie Parody, and Donna Sose for planning this wonderful evening. Sue Tardy and the University of Maine at Fort Kent for the compilation of the annual report, Paul Sear Photography for the photos in our annual booklet, Chaz Pelletier and Don Raymond and WFKT TV for recording and producing this evening's program. A big thank you to our keynote speaker, Rainey Kluge. Congratulations, Don and the board of directors, and congratulations to all tonight's award winners. Have a wonderful evening and stay safe. Good night.